amic uno, and today I'm reviewing Revenge, Season 3, Episode 1, called Fear. Yeah, this is a show I also binged. If you just saw my Homeland review, I also binged this during the summer. I wanted to review the first episode, and if you guys like the first episode review, I will keep continuing to review Revenge. So please tell me in comments below if you want me to continue to review Revenge, because I'm trying out all these different shows to review and seeing what I should keep and what I shouldn't keep reviewing. Of course, I'm going to keep watching it, but I don't know what I should review and stuff. So please tell me in comments below. That way we can narrow all this down. Let's talk about this episode. Revenge. We get to see a lot of story going on here. We get to see, of course, Patrick, Victoria's son, come into the picture, and I don't really know what to do with him. Of course, Justin Hartley. I love Justin Hartley. Big Smallville fan, big Green Arrow fan. He's one of my favorite actors. So when I heard Justin Hartley was going to be in a great show like Revenge, which I've been really enjoying, I was very happy to see that. I think he had a really good performance here, because with new characters, if you haven't noticed, Revenge, they're either good, they could be on Emily's side, or they could be on the Grayson side, or they could be in that middle side and be on their own side. I can't really tell with Patrick, like, what side is he on? Is he really a neutral character? Because that hasn't happened in Revenge ever. So I'm very interested to see where Patrick falls here. Because, I mean, I guess Charlotte could kind of be a neutral character. So does he fall in the Charlotte character, or will he have his own motives? I think that's going to be very interesting throughout the whole season. So we also have Jack's story. I think that was the one I was most excited for. So we don't actually see Jack for, like, half the episode. But he says, alright, I'll keep your secret. He obviously doesn't like Emily anymore. Like, you know, I don't really like you, I'll keep your secret. But if you don't finish your little revenge thing, yeah, I'm going to tell everybody you're Amanda Clark. So yeah, I'm going to say he was a little bit of a douchebag here. I mean, like, I like Jack. You know, I like Nick Wechsler. That's one of the reasons I watched this show, because I really liked him from Roswell. So it's kind of hard to hate on that character. And honestly, Jack has been a good character for these 3 seasons. And now that, I mean, you understand why he's doing it, because, like, his brother's gone, like, everyone's gone. He had a kid with someone he thought was Amanda Clark, who wasn't, and now the real Amanda Clark is standing there, and the person he actually fell in love with died because of all this. So you understand where Jack's coming from. But you're also like, hey, we've been following Emily's story, so now we're kind of like against you. But I think we'll see how Jack grows throughout all that. Nolan, he gets out of jail, which is awesome. Nolan had his perfect charm in this episode. But the main story, of course, is with the Graysons and Emily. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, the beginning of this episode is the same beginning as we get with Season 1. Some big event happens. Emily gets shot during her wedding day, 2 months in the future. But who shot her during this event? My guess we'll find out during the mid-season finale, which probably is going to be in, you know, January. I don't think it will be the whole season until we find out. But yeah, questioning who shot her. My guess, honestly, I think it's Daniel. I don't know why I think it is Daniel. But I love that they started with that, because that's what I think intrigued us with Revenge in the first place, was that story that you're like, oh wait, you're obviously going to find this out in the first episode, and you didn't, and really the whole season was adding these little mysteries to this big mystery. So I'm really glad that they started out the season like that. I don't think they did that with Season 2, so, you know, applause to them for that. But the big story is that, of course, we got Emily having her party. She has this whole shindig going on, you know, to start the summer in the Hamptons, and she pretty much falsely diagnoses Mr. Grayson, the councilman, well, not the senator, no, the governor, I think he is, governor of New York. I just went through, like, all political things. But anyways, he is the senator of New York. She has this whole trick throughout the whole episode, and she falsely diagnoses him with Huntington's disease, which kind of makes sense in the family because his grandfather had it. So now everyone believes that he's gonna die, so he has to go down from the governor's seat, so he's not in political office anymore. They have no money from the last season, so they're broke, and he has no power. So that's pretty much what Emily wanted. But everyone believes he's gonna die also. And then she just frames Davenport, who was actually supposed to lead the series. The actress left the series, so she just frames her and says, "Oh yeah, she told the press that Conrad had Huntington's disease. So Emily's kind of becoming like a Victoria now. So I thought that was interesting, and you kind of think about how she's becoming the people she hates, and that's really what this whole show is about also, is revenge worth it? So it's interesting, and also they plan the wedding date, Daniel and Emily, and it's on August 8th, which totally makes sense. I think that's when the father either died or he went to jail, but the whole affinity thing made sense. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah, I think, again, a lot of things are going on in this episode, but in the end where we find out that Emily pretty much false diagnoses Conrad, I thought that was kind of smart. At first I thought she was just going to be the one who's told the press that he had Huntington's disease, but he's not even going to die. I thought that was very interesting. But there's a lot of questions in this episode. Like, one question is, what happened to Charlotte's baby? They didn't really explain in this episode if she lost the baby, how did she lose the baby, like, what happened there? And I think they said, oh, you lost, you know, your boyfriend, but you also lost your baby, but they didn't really explain that. And you would think she'd be a little bit more sadder if she lost her baby that was the only connection to the person she loved. So I thought that was really weird in this episode. And again, a lot of things were going on in like the first half an hour, and you're like, what? Wait, we haven't seen this show in 3 months, and there's just too much going on in a season premiere. And a lot of things that kind of just reestablishing things, you know, nothing big happens in the beginning, but just a lot going on. But a crazy cliffhanger is that Aiden, yeah, remember him? He's going to go against Emily. So does that mean Aiden's going to tell Victoria that Emily is Amanda? Now that could be very interesting because it's been 3 seasons, but if she knows, then her plan is pretty much foiled. So what is Aiden's motive? And I think that's going to be interesting. So a lot of different things happening in this episode, but I liked it. I didn't love it. There's still something missing for me, nothing that really like, oh my god, I have to see this next episode. You know, I didn't think it was a great episode, but I liked it. You know, there's a lot of things going on. We get, you know, some season 1 elements, like the flashback, you know, a lot of revenge, a lot of backstabbing here. Jack, I think, I love the relationship between Nolan and Emily, though. I feel like it's just fully established here, and, you know, I think throughout season 1 and season 2, Emily was kind of standoffish from Nolan. Nolan wants to be Emily's, like, best friend, which they really are best friends, but Emily didn't really know how to show it, and she's finally showing it here, so I think that was definitely my favorite part of the episode. But yeah, it was an okay episode. I don't know, I'm looking forward to the season, but I don't know if this episode made me look forward to the season. And again, a lot of things going on here. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the random situations, and don't forget to like me on Facebook, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.